Labeling in Datasaur is easy and accessible for any type of user. Here in this particular workflow, we're looking at inquiries coming into our chatbot, so that way we can build an AI that intuitively and meaningfully responds to our customers. So I'm applying a named entity recognition label set to these inquiries coming in from customers. You'll notice as I click on clothing, I get a drop-down menu of our labels. Also notice there's corresponding hotkeys to each one of those labels. So I can keep my hands on the keyboard and just apply those labels, as simple as that. We designed Datasaur with the power user in mind, so that way you can really efficiently work through your entire dataset. Now, there's multiple ways you can label in Datasaur. You can keep your hands on the keyboard going from word to word. We can also select whole rows at once. We can select multiple rows at once. And you'll notice that drop-down menu just kind of follows whatever portion of words I am highlighting. But we also have tools in Datasaur that really help expedite the process. For example, we have this search extension, which I can look up any word in all of the files of this project. So let's say I wanted to look up CNN. Because I know CNN is going to be an organization every time. I don't need to see the context by which CNN is used to know it's always going to be an organization. And sure enough, there's 16 instances of CNN across all the files. So what I can do now is I can go ahead and label it as an organization all 16 times simultaneously. Now that greatly expedites the process. You can imagine for a word that maybe has 400 instances, it really takes the tedious portion out of the experience for labelers. And we also introduce automation to the labeling experience. We have integration with Spacey and Hugging Face, which has over 12,000 custom models you can possibly apply to your dataset. Let's see what Spacey finds here. So Spacey is going to take a few seconds here, go through the entire dataset, apply its logic to the words. You'll notice that everything Spacey has applied here is in orange. That way the human labeler can understand what the computer has done and what they have done. It seems like Spacey almost got everything correct here, except Walmart's not a geopolitical entity, even though it may want to be. But we can go ahead and reject that label, and that GPE will go away. You can see the full list of everything Spacey has done right underneath. One of the cornerstones to Datasaur is workforce management, being able to see the productivity and the quality output of your team. So one of our first pages is called the overview page. This page enables your managers to see the overall productivity. How many projects have we been completing? How many labels have we applied? And of those labels that we applied, how many conflicts have there been? And how many conflicts have been resolved by reviewers? You get this and many more statistics that really gives you a very good global view of productivity and quality. But we can also zoom in and see the productivity and quality of each one of our members on our team. By going to our members page, we can see all of our members and then click on View Member Details. And here we can get kind of the same perspective, insights into productivity and quality, where we can get the amount of labels applied and how many projects have they completed, and of all the labels they've applied, how many conflicts have they run into, and how many of their choices have been accepted through those conflicts. We also give you the annotation time that they've spent in each one of their projects. This is just one of the ways that Datasaur allows the managers to see how the team is performing, but also zoom in to every specific member and see how each member is performing in terms of productivity and quality. A cornerstone to every good labeling workflow.